No winner.
No winner.
No winner.
What does it say what it's at?
It is currently at. I'm assuming this is correct. $949.8 million.
That sounds pretty correct.
99.
All right, timer set to 27 minutes. 949 million.
Did you go to Powerball.com?
I went to ABC News.
Current estimated
He went to Fox
jackpot.
News.
This is from Powerball. 1.3 billion. I'm playing.
All right.
Because I want to pay taxes.
We're gonna talk about the Powerball real quick.
Wow. Yeah, I'm
buying
a lot of tickets next week.
Next week. They do it once a week.
Twice a week. It gets drawn on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Just so you guys know, if I win that, you will never see me again.
You better throw some millions this way if you win.
Give us at least
Never
like
seen
$10,000 a piece.
You had better. Okay, here's a pact right now. Whoever wins, if one of us wins, you go straight to 343 and you go, here's money. Make a good game.
No. I'm not giving them any of my money. Monsters in the kitchen.
I was thinking you were going to say, like,
Fix Warzone.
just like have someone build you a giant middle finger statue and put it in front of their building.
I would do that.
That's even better. Maybe they'll get the message then.
$1.3 billion jackpot. That's the biggest jackpot ever.
I think it's the highest it's ever been.
Yeah. The before it was 864 million, I believe, and it was won by something like 5 or 8 different meat packers over on the East Coast or something.
They all did the same number.
Well, it was
They probably did a group of people.
Yeah, it was a group of people who just went and bought a bunch of tickets.
We did that when I worked at that factory in Hillsboro. Once there were there was like some special Oregon lottery that was only like $200,000 or something, or they only sold
Megabucks.
They only sold like 200,000 tickets or something like that.
Oh,
and so I signed a contract with them, but it was like 50 people, and so if we had won, it would have been like, meh.
Yeah, there's
$86.
Yeah.
Woo! Jackpot.
Because you can get the jackpot trio, where you pay, I think it's like $7, and you get 3 different tickets. You get one for Powerball, you get one for Mega Millions, and then you get one for something that's in Oregon only.
How much is a Powerball ticket?
It's like $2
or $3.
Oh, seriously?
2 or 3.
I've never played.
For some reason I have a really good feeling about the number 28 and 72.
So you're gonna go by.
Did you know lottery's a tax for the ignorant? You realize your odds of winning are the same if you play as if you don't play?
Wait, no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Because if you don't play, you literally have no odds of winning.
Okay.
But if you do play, you do have an odd. Okay?
Sure.
Tell that to
the numbers.
Tell that to the random millionaires out there.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is that like 0.00000000000.
That's still
Zero,
higher
zero,
than
zero,
zero.
zero,
But,
zero, 1% chance.
So is it or is
agreed?
it?
It's higher than zero, but
Yes. Because I guarantee you, there's nobody out there who's won the Powerball who didn't buy a ticket. Okay, there might be the one person who found the ticket and it was like, hey, guess what, guys? I'm a millionaire now.
Your chances of finding one Powerball ticket are probably more than actually getting the winning ticket.
I don't know. I kind of want to figure that out now.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So
You're a mathematician. Tell us.
Is it or is
You have
it
a
not?
master's degree.
too much going on there. I don't
Look what you got yourself into.
Oh boy. That'd be good.
Where's he going? Is he going to go find a Powerball ticket?
What are the odds?
I got one.
What about it in the ice tray?
What are the
Guys, I found a Powerball ticket. This thing costs more than a Powerball ticket.
1.3 billion? That's a chunk of change.
A chunk of change.
That's a chunk change?
Yeah.
That's chump change.
What are you doing with your
No,
money?
that's
Okay.
Trump
Are you helping
change.
the world or you just like see
So,
it?
No,
Peace.
Justin got it.
out?
Trump change.
all right,
No? Okay.
let's
I'd
what
run
would
for
you
president.
what would you do with what would you do with so what would it be with a lump sum? How much percentage do you get with the lump sum?
Let's
yeah,
estimate
like,
pretty much just 50%.
Okay.
It's less than that. I think you get less than 50%.
I think somebody
No, I
said
believe-
25%.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 50. Look it up. You have Google.
If you get less than half, that's ridiculous.
Would you not want to just like
Still though, like
50%. Say you get 50% of it.
I mean, yeah, I'd be happy with that much money, but like
$650 million.
Yeah, let's say that roughly until he looks up the real value. But so you take the lump sum, right, and you put it in your bank, and it makes money. It makes more money than taking the over time.
Yeah. Even if you just put in $50 million and you invested the other $600 million, that $50 million, you're going to be able to. You could put in $1 million into the bank and live off of the interest for the rest of your life. Imagine what you could do with the interest off of $650 million.
Imagine the face of the person when you walk in. You're like, I'd like to deposit $650 million. Like,
the biggest problem with that though is you're only insured up to, I believe, $250,000 or something, depending on which bank or establishment.
So like if the bank closed or something,
yeah, if
then you could only get $250,000 back.
Yeah.
So I'd be keeping most of it under my bed.
Yes, you would make your bed out of your money.
I'm cool. I would fill that room with money and sleep in it. It'd get really dirty really fast.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what the monetary amount is.
So you're going to want to go open a lot of different banks.
Yeah, you would have to open up multiple accounts unless, well, we don't know because we're not billionaires or millionaires.
Whatever they do with their money.
Yeah, whatever they do with
they
their
put
money.
it in a vault somewhere.
Yeah. They buy gold bars.
Yeah. So here's what I would do if I won $650 million out of nowhere. I would immediately, in person, walk to each person's house I know, each family member and friend, with a briefcase with $1 million in it, and hand it to each of them and record all of their reactions.
And then take it back and run away.
And then take it back and light it on fire in front of them. No. But seriously, to just walk up to anybody you've ever had an acquaintance with, and you're just like, here's
anybody you've had an acquaintance with?
Change
or
everybody's life.
Is this somebody who's had an impact on your life?
Like, friends or like not acquaintances, I guess.
Like this isn't someone who was at work one day and
no,
like,
hey, Phil, right? Phil, yeah, Phil.
I tell you what, all my coworkers would find out who I like and who I don't like.
Real quick.
This is what we're getting out of this.
I would.
It's like 60%.
I would walk.
Is it 60%? Okay.
I would walk in and drop a ton of money on the floor and go, I quit, and I would walk out.
Fight.
Yeah. At least this says that you pay 35% federal tax, but then there's like a 25% tax you'd pay for something else. The government only withholds 25% of the winnings. Oh. Actually, no, maybe I'm wrong. Hang on.
They would withhold 25% of your winnings. We're the government, so we are withholding.
We're holding this for a reason.
For a reason.
Can you get it back later if they're just holding it?
No, they're just holding it.
We're gonna let go. We don't let go. We just hold it.
All right. So what I'm getting out of this, if Justin wins, we all get $1 million.
You all get $1 million. You guys probably get a lot more. You guys probably get like 10 million.
You guys probably get 10,000.
Like, my brother, I'd be like, you get $1.
You get $1. You're lucky.
I found this on my couch.
People convinced me to do this.
Nah, they don't get millions.
Yeah. So it's 35% for federal tax. So I was right on that. But then there's your state tax. So that's going to be depending on where you live.
Well, what's Oregon state tax?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't wear the dress in my family.
So second thing I would do.
Oh my gosh.
Second thing I would do is I would go it would probably somewhere right out here or something. I would buy a big plot of land and build like a cul-de-sac and a house for each of my friends. So we could all live in a big cul-de-sac with our own houses.
I like that. I want Justin to win
that'd
now.
Be awesome.
I want Justin to win.
Mitch is like, if I won though, I would just see you guys later.
I don't want to win anymore. I want Justin to win this.
Really? That's what you want?
Yeah. He's going to take care of me. I would probably blow all the money and I wouldn't have it anymore.
Mitch, where did $650 million go? I don't know, Vegas. I put it all on black.
I'll tell you what I do. Thought about this before. I would buy a giant bunch of land and I would put a humongous building, and it would be so I could have a gigantic go-kart, like a go-kart track for a business, so people could come and they could race go-karts indoor, and then I'd have an outdoor. So
Let me
indoor and
ask
outdoor,
you.
and then alongside of that, I'd also do here in Corvallis, I do an amazing miniature golf, like indoor and outdoor experience.
Oh.
So it'd be miniature golf. So I'm basically gonna run a business here. Is what I'm saying. Like, I'm doing those two things, and then what was the other thing?
Laser tag.
Okay, we'll do laser tag.
Yes.
Can I ask you,
And laser tag.
Is-
That's what I do. I build that. Just
is this business profitable?
I don't even care.
Okay.
Don't
So
even care.
I would
Feel
do
it.
I would do the same thing with like a gamer restaurant where they serve like
Yes.
like healthier food that's supposed to like like
Oh,
like
so we're not serving the just meat sandwich.
no, the just meat sandwich is an option.
Okay.
But like stuff with lots
Protein.
of protein.
Justin meat sandwich.
Oh no.
like
That's
a
something
like a new age
Podcast.
like a new age arcade where you could sit at a booth and there'd be like a big TV for you with like Xboxes and PlayStations and like any game you can imagine, and people could just come hang out and like play games with other people in a public setting, and there'd be like back rooms for like students to like after they're done hanging out go study for a bit or whatever, and there's like board game rooms and
See, all I'm saying is,
And it
we
would
live
all
in
be free.
We live here in Corvallis, Oregon, where it's a college town and there's not a lot to do.
there's
And
really not.
If you had a place to go race go-karts indoors,
Oh,
I'm
that
thinking people are going to go
yeah.
do that.
You would have a lot of drunk students there.
Drunk drivers.
Dude, parties going to the go-kart place down the street.
That's not what I was going for.
But that's what you would get. That's what you would get in a college town.
Oh, boy.
You just, I'm gonna have to take your
Then
license.
I'd buy a police station. I'd stick it right on the right there.
You would
Police
buy
station.
a police
They'd just sit
station.
there and patrol like you're drunk. Go kart racing. Pull your go kart over.
How about like a police?
Oh my gosh, a police go-kart.
Yeah, I'm for that.
Okay,
He's got
so
like a Nerf gun.
to recap,
Laser tag gun. Come on, get real.
Yeah, there's like pew pew. You're dead. Get out.
so to recap, I would just apparently blow all the money and it would just be gone.
Mitch is
Justin,
like, how big of a fire can we make with this much money?
Justin would take care of everybody. Mooney would take care of drunk college students.
No, that's not.
James,
what you
nope.
said. That's your dream.
That's what would
Start a
happen.
business. I would start a business.
James,
Taken care of.
what would you do with all the money?
What would James do with money?
What would James do with money?
I know what James would do with money. He would get Earthbound, and that's it.
It's a good game. I like it.
He would get Earthbound and
get, like,
maybe
yeah.
a haircut.
Stay living here.
He's like, I maybe put a poster on that wall.
It's cozy.
Yeah. The simple things in life, you know. It's just
Buy more weed.
Oh boy.
have heroin. I don't do heroin.
I don't have it. I don't do
afford
it, but
it,
I'd have it.
Start more drug
This
problems.
is my heroin closet.
The world is your
Closet full of
oyster.
heroin. I don't do it. I promise. I don't do
It's
this.
just there so I can show people this
Yeah.
is my heroin closet.
I have nothing else to do in my
What?
closet. So
I do heroin.
I yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't even know what you're talking
Doesn't-
about.
What?
All right, James. What would you do?
Honestly, I have no idea. Like a closet full of heroin is probably the best thing I'm gonna get.
Oh my gosh.
Like
That's like a dent. That's like a small dent in your.
You wouldn't want to
Closet
go.
I
$1.3
would
billion.
say-
Like
I would send the police to your closet.
All right, Jordan. You'd send Jordan to. his
Send
closet.
Jordan to your closet.
Why? So they could join in on the party? I
Jordan
don't
would
get
not.
it.
Jordan would not do that.
You don't know that. All cops taste the cocaine with their tongue.
She like, what is this?
What is this?
Sound? Is this?
It-
Is this?
they're
Yeah,
all
each
different. You gotta
individual
try 'em
package.
all. They're all different.
They're all different flavors. That one's banana.
Snozzberries taste like
Look at how
snozzberries.
she holds
It's
on
gonna
to
be
it.
legal.
She's
in
sleeping.
It's gonna be legal in Oregon in probably a couple of
At
years.
this rate.
Under the it'll take away a headache or whatever.
Medicinal heroin.
medicinal purposes. I need it to medicate myself.
Oregon's a progressive state. What
I don't know.
can we say?
I
Progressively
definitely think
ridiculous.
I would want to go to a video game company and be like, here's all this money. Make this game that I want to have, and I want to help out
You
with
could
it.
totally fund.
So what
like,
he's
whatever
saying is he
video
wants
game.
to take his money and just start flushing it down the toilet. Just flush it away.
No. I would go to Nintendo and make a Pokemon game. That makes lots of money.
That's true.
You'd be like, make yellow again. With
Make
the exact-
yellow again.
with the exact same graphics.
Nintendo
and
would be
nothing
like,
changed.
We're on that
You
already.
Wait a minute. They're already, no, they already did that. I gotta go download that. I gotta go buy it.
Oh my gosh!
See, look at that. They already have my money.
Look at that. You would buy all the copies.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
where all your money went.
Oh, my money goes right back to me.
You know, there's a guy who did that, the same thing. It was, Kurt Schilling,
No.
Sounds familiar.
famous
Yes.
baseball player. He
Oh
loved
yes.
video games.
Yes.
He basically retired and then got in a video game and
Oh,
essentially
the guy who
robbed a state of their money, and then the video game didn't
I
work
do-
out.
I
It didn't
remember
work
that.
out. The state's like pissed.
Yeah, and now he's
Rhode
suing the
Island?
state. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
He's you. That's you.
No, this is actually getting really
Except with
weird.
more World Series
This is
wins.
getting extremely weird. I was listening to that podcast for Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, that's where I heard
yesterday.
about it.
Oh, yeah?
I was listening to that yesterday, and now you're bringing
Because
it
that
up.
podcast was years ago.
Yeah, that was back in 2012.
Yeah. Well, that's what Kurt Schilling did with his money.
Yeah, did
Yeah,
he-
and he put $50 million of his own money into it, and it just tanked. But now he was suing the state of Rhode Island for pretty much just making his game tank because of some reason. I can't remember exactly what it is. But that's so weird that you bring that up now after I had just listened to that yesterday. Oh,
you
man.
must be psychic. You should go get a Powerball ticket.
I'm gonna lose.
You're
So,
on.
so Mooney, how your business costs $650 million? It doesn't sound like a very
No,
expensive
no,
business.
no,
What do you
no.
do with all the rest of it?
Oh, I move away and never see you guys again. We'll see each other online nightly.
No, so we're still gonna play
Nightly,
Halo
you
together.
have like 50
You
nannies
guys
are
now.
still gonna
tell me
yell
about
into
your
a
struggles.
headset.
You guys will tell me about your struggles here in this beautiful apartment,
I don't live here.
House apartment.
house apartment.
I don't live here.
I don't know. It'd be tough to say. First off, I'm married to a wife that if I won a chunk of money, I know her. She would not let a soul touch any money at all. So I can say that I'd love to give people some money. That's not happening at all. That would never happen. She'd be like, "Who? What? No.
Our kids.
We
did
have
all.
They can
650 million.
They
Like,
could go keep working at Subway. That's fine. We're gonna move away from here, and this is what we're gonna do.
Oh my goodness.
where do you think you would end up moving? Where do you think your wife would move you
Albany.
to?
No, I know exactly. I'll bet
make
you.
your own
I'll bet you
island?
this. This is
Sweet
is,
home.
No, this
Sweet
is
home.
probably
They're moving
what
to
we
Sweet
do.
Home.
No. So
cheap there.
The
we
worst
would
part of the
probably
world.
move.
Get a lot of bang for your buck.
We would probably move immediately to
Utah.
Montana, or Wyoming, and we'd probably have a house.
What are
in
you
both.
doing? Buying Yellowstone?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
own my wife. So my wife is from Wyoming. She lives about an hour away from Teton Village, Jackson Hole.
Grand Tetons?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Great Poupon.
So she lives right in the area.
What?
We actually own five and a half acres of land, like in Star Valley. It's really
What?
beautiful. Yeah,
Why don't you move?
we could. We have land there. It's a big, awesome.
Do
field.
it.
So
Go.
why
Take
are
me
you
with
here
you.
in Corvallis?
I have a job here, and so's my wife.
Screw it.
Kind
Oh, are
like
you waiting
that.
till the kids
There's
move
no,
out?
there's no house on the land. It's just land. So
That sounds great.
if I
You
won
have.
lottery,
You're about
I-
to have 5 kids.
I guarantee you, we
Make
would
them
probably
build the house.
Move, we would probably move to one of those two places.
He's about to have a 5th kid, not 5 kids.
No, I
Hey,
said he's gonna have
So
5 kids.
that just got announced unofficially that my wife is pregnant with our 5th child.
Unofficially.
Officially, I guess it's official now. It's on YouTube.
You heard it
You
here.
heard it here first.
I can wait to release it.
All my students are gonna be like, "What? No, none of my
Yeah.
students watch this at all."
Yeah,
I'd be
right.
shocked.
They all.
I would be shocked if any of them caught that on here. I haven't told my students yet. I've only told a few teachers at my school and a couple students.
You told us before anybody else that you know, pretty much.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah.
We're the inner loop. This is the
So
inner loop.
excited.
Well, there's some other people my
We,
wife.
we
has
were
told.
also probably the first people that knew that your 4th child was being born.
I hate children.
Because I remember your 4th child being born, and you just get home from the hospital being like, "Yeah, child's born." It's like, shouldn't you be there? No,
Yeah,
I'm
I
playing Halo
remember that.
4.
We were playing Halo. Like, oh yeah, I think the baby's born now. Like,
No,
no,
actually,
it's because she's just chilling in the hospital with the baby.
well, yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
It is what
We
it
don't
is.
After
even
the-
tell. Wait, I can tell baby stories forever.
After the 3rd one, it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.